Hello, everybody, and welcome to my brother, and me, an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm your midless brother, Travis, big dog, woof woof, McElroy.
And I'm your sweet baby brother, Griffin, snubbed at the Emmys once again, McElroy.
I'm sorry, Griffin.
Yeah,
Damn
Griffin,
it.
I'm really
this
sorry.
was my year with my
really thought
show
you had
for Fred Jasso.
Yep.
Yeah, how is Fred Jasso handling the loss?
Fred Jasso's pretty sad. My boy Dapson Chikudakis is pretty hard torn up about it because he had a star turn.
Yeah.
As Fred Jasso.
And I tell you the thing that's most disappointing, Griffin, if I may.
Yeah, sure.
Fred Jasso came out 2 months before that other one. And
It's
nobody's
bullshit.
talking about it.
It's bullshit because we don't have maybe Dapson Chikudakis doesn't have an SNL career to fall back on, that he can point to and be like, I got the chops, you know what I mean? Unlike some other.
I mean, he did college improv. It was pretty good.
He did some college improv. It was mostly religious based. He was the sort of star of the BYU improv circuit.
Can I tell you guys the problem?
Real quick, I know that you had a bit you wanted to do, Travis, and I'm so here for it.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Did you guys know, and this would be the kind of thing that we would talk about if Ted Lasso was like a show that everybody was watching or nobody was watching. I feel like it's kind of, sort of in a weird middle ground, but
Nobody's talking about Ted Lasso.
Did you guys know there's a conspiracy theory that the guy who plays Roy Kent is CGI?
I do know about this. Yeah.
Okay.
Which, you know about this?
No.
He just he looks unbelievable.
Yeah, he's incredible. I love Brett Goldstein. So here's the thing, you guys. Can I tell you the problem with
sure.
recording my brother and me? Because sometimes people are like, you guys don't do enough questions anymore. And you know what?
Okay.
I put together a list this week, and there's some really just absolute bangers in there. But then also, like, Grimace is a taste bud. And, like, that's really kind of all I want to talk about.
It's so hard, isn't it? Yeah.
Can I tell you?
It's so hard.
Here's the wild thing about it. I looked it up. Do you guys know the story behind this? You guys hear about this?
Did you guys hear about this? Travis, you legally, you
right, I
have
gotta
to
go
do
out,
your
hear about this?
Lino. Thank you.
You hear about
Thank
this?
you. Thank you.
So here's the best part about it, right? Everybody's talking about the fact that Grimace is a taste bud. That's not the best part about it.
Nobody's talking about Ted Lasso. Fuck Ted Lasso.
No, nobody's talking about Ted. Everybody's talking about Grimace is a taste bud. So this came from this guy, Brian Bates, who is being honored as Outstanding Manager of the Year. Just a manager of one of the branches of McDonald's or whatever. And the interviewer asked him, like, what is Grimace? And Bates just went rogue and went, an enormous taste bud.
Okay, but wait, hold on. What? You shouldn't be allowed to do that.
Why
You
not?
know what I mean?
It's Manager of the Year.
That's true.
I get that, but you don't get creative rights. You don't get to arrest the sort of CCO wheel just because you did a good job running a McDonald's.
But I'll tell you, that's what gets Bates to be the manager of the year, that take charge attitude, where it's like, what is Grimace? He's like, well, no, if no one's going to decide, I'll decide right now. Buck stops here. He's a taste bud.
Okay.
I would say a bold call. I mean, he could have said anything else, and it would have made a lot more sense.
I thought he was like a lung.
Oh, like one of those, like, this is what happens when you smoke cigarettes?
I thought he was a lung that warned you against vaping.
I see. I
Because it
see.
turns your lungs purple.
I see.
Or possibly maybe a very, very, very sick chicken nugget that fell behind a cash register or something for 15 years, and then they upgraded the cash registers, and we're like, what the fuck is that?
So McDonald's had to make an official statement about it.
Yeah.
And tell me if you could tell me which one of these three things Grimace actually is, based on the way they structure this sentence. Whether he's a taste bud, a milkshake, or just your favorite purple blob, the best part about Grimace is that he means different things to different people.
Okay, but he's not a fucking milkshake.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He used to be an evil character who stole milkshakes, yes, but that does not mean that he is a milkshake. You know what I mean?
No, that would be
wild.
ridiculous.
Just because Fred Jasso runs around stealing all the soccer balls from all the players in London, that doesn't make him a soccer ball. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Do you think that McDonald's, when they originally had the characters of Hamburglar and Mayor McCheese, were angling towards, like, and then one day, the Hamburglar takes his head off and just steals his head to consume it? And they had to, like, talk him out of it. But here's the thing that I realized reading this story.
Okay.
What do we really know about Grimace? Tell me right now, you guys grew up in like the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you know about Grimace?
He used to have 2 pairs of arms, like a Goro.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
That's true.
But what do you know about his personality?
He's not
happy to be there.
He's not smart.
Oh, he's filling that Patrick Star kind of Barney
Sort
Rubble.
of, yeah. Both sort of. He's filling that void both sort of spiritually and physically.
So what you're saying, Griffin, is that Ronald keeps him around to make him look smart?
Did McDonald's in their official statement say whether he's a milkshake or a blob? We don't fucking know.
Yep.
Then maybe you shouldn't have introduced him to the canon.
Well, they also say in the statement, whatever he is, we're just proud our bestie makes people happy. And that's what got me wondering. When you see Grimace, are you like, oh, I'm filled with happiness? Oh, I'm so fucking happy right now?
I would say, first off, you guys have not put that motherfucker in an ad for 20 years.
This is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shut
that's
up.
true.
Your bestie's like corn syrup. Like, it's not Grimace.
I don't
Stop
even know if
lying
they're
about
using Ronald that much anymore.
No, they retired all of them when a bunch of real party poopers decided to dress up like killer clowns and hide in bushes and scare people.
Yeah.
Ronald got shuffled aside. Thank you, TikTok, as always.
Good job again, TikTok.
I think they should just be very happy that Brian didn't go wilder because he had the stage.
Yeah.
For some reason, Brian was handed the conch shell. My man could have fully been like, oh, Ronald, he's a sapient wolf.
Yeah,
right thing.
Oh, what's Grimace do? Well, he's an alien, and he's here to impregnate all of our pineapples, or whatever the fuck.
One thing a lot of people won't tell you is if you lick Grimace, it gets you high.
High as fuck. And they're lucky.
Oh, what
that
is Grimace? Well, he's a representation of the darkness that lives in all of us.
They're lucky he only stuck to McDonald's properties and wasn't like, he's a taste bud, Gritty's a nut, Gritty's a nut sack. I can say whatever.
Manager of the year, baby.
Grimace is our ideal customer at McDonald's. He's got a big fat hole ready to shove down all the different foods you have.
And a juicy ass.
A juicy ass with plenty of burger space, as we call it.
We love it. And he's shaped kind of like a triangle. That's what we want.
Yeah, because he's a kind of a Illuminati.
Yeah.
Too.
Oh, have we mentioned that we're all in the Illuminati and it all heads back to Ronald? I'm Brian Bates. Out.
And it seems like, Mr. Bates, it seems like your store there was no turnover increase affected by COVID, and we're just wondering what your secret is. I fucked Louie the lightning bug. Woohoo!
Do you think you're going to get in trouble with McDonald's higher-ups for these kinds of things? They'll have to catch me. Rubble.
No. And it's the perfect crime. It's the perfect crime because they can't fire you.
That would be so. You'd be elected president or prime minister. Like you can't fire you for saying that Grimace is a taste bud.
What's going to happen? They're going to elevate him to a place where he can be silenced, right? Like that's what happened when you start spilling the beans like this, right? It's like, well, we can't fire him, so now he's going to be like, you know, a CEO, or like he's going to be in charge of like food studies or whatever, and we're going to lock him away in like whatever McDonald's version of Area 54 is, which is probably just Area 54.
Yeah,
it's not Area 54, is it?
No, it's not.
Studio 54 is the sexy club.
Okay. And Studio 51 is the science club where they have aliens that dance all night.
Exactly.
Area 54 is the sexy club for nerds that love aliens.
Wait, does that exist? Wait, fuck, does that exist? Because we can capitalize on that.
Definitely. All right, listen. That's enough of McDonald Land talk. We talk a lot about McDonald Land characters.
Bring back Birdie. She's a strong character.
Birdie was the one. Birdie was Cookies, right?
I thought Birdie. Well, yeah, because she wouldn't have been.
We literally
nuggets, right?
times a flat circle.
Yeah, it's true. We can't talk about.
We have to break
the
out of
Nugget
the
kids
orbit.
were nuggets who wanted to be.
We got to get out. We got to go. We got to go.
You're right.
Let's do a question.